Good morning. I think all of the boys, all the children have got used to the beard, and it has been met with nothing but absolute praise. So the great news is that Mr. Little's beard is here to stay, because above all else, Mr. Lyttle likes it. Now then, we've reached the end of our first week back at school. Yes, it has been eventful. Yes, it has been extremely tiring. But in actual fact, things have gone pretty well. Miss Stevenson did have her word with the ice cream vendor yesterday afternoon, and parents, I would like to thank you for your support in that matter, and indeed your support in maintaining social distance, working with the school to make sure that our drop-off and collection is working, which I'm pleased to say it is. Drop-off on day one was somewhat eventful, but since that time things have gone pretty smoothly, and I apologise to parents if it is not as convenient as we would absolutely like it to be, but we have got to think very hard about how we get the children into school safely and how we get you, the children, out of the school safely. Indeed, as we look at this, and you can do all the risk assessing you want, and you can write down as much as you want over the course of a summer holiday, but it's not until you actually see things in practice that you really are able to work out how things are going, what works really well and what works less well and might need tweaking. And the real challenges I will disclose to all you children out there, and indeed all you parents who might be watching this at home because you have absolutely nothing better to do. The challenges are getting the children in and out and feeding them. But we have made super progress on all fronts, and I think as we hit the end of the week, I am pleased with how things are going, and I hope under the circumstances, parents, you are pleased with how things are going also. And it is worth pointing out that this only works because my colleagues are happy, if that's the right word, to be here at 7:30 in the morning, and are happy, again, if that is the right word, to stay way beyond the end of their scheduled working hours to make sure that the children at West House are getting the best possible deal. And when other schools are not doing aftercare service, and when other schools are not doing clubs, those who know me well will know that at West House we don't use the word can't. We work out how we can make things work, and we ensure that the show goes on. And so in the next day you will receive an email about clubs next week, and clubs will be getting going next week. I believe Mr. Philp has already sent something out to parents of children in pre-prep to get your clubs up and running, so that the rich experience that we have here can absolutely continue, and the children can get the very best out of their time even under these circumstances. I'd like to say just a couple of other things to you this morning. First of all, Year 6 have a big moment coming up tomorrow when, assuming the status quo remains as it is currently, they will be taking their 11 plus grammar school exams. And I'm sure everyone in the West House community would want to join me in wishing them the very best of luck. And when that particular hurdle is jumped, boys, Year 6, you can turn your attention to the election of house captains for the three houses, the Persians, the Spartans and the Trojans. You would normally stand up in front of your peers and make a speech and tell everyone why you are absolutely the right person for the job. This is going to be a little bit different. So on Monday, an assignment for Year 6 boys will appear on Google Classroom. And the assignment will invite you to record and upload a speech. A speech in which you will attempt to convince the boys in your house that you are the worthy, the right person for the job. And then, as ever, we will have our democratic elections, and we will elect our house captains and our vice captains. And Year 6 boys, you don't all have to do it. If it's not your thing, if house captaincy is not for you and it's not for everyone, then obviously you can involve yourself in the democratic election, but you can be voting for someone else to be your house captain or your vice captain, and they can represent you. So the assignment Year 6 will go live on Monday, and then it is over to you. Those of you who want to stand for house captain can spend some time Monday and Tuesday preparing a speech, recording that speech, and then uploading the video to Google Classroom. Today, of course, is Commendation Assembly, and understandably we haven't got a whole host of commendations yet this term because we have only just come back, but I'm pleased to say we have a few to get us underway. So, commendations are as follows. In Year 2, commendations go to Freddie A for your holiday work, that magnificent diary, Freddie, that took me quite a considerable time to read because you had done so much hard work on it, so very well done to you. Ethan M for some fantastic English work, some great writing that you brought me, Ethan, well done. Cameron H, who brought me a fantastic piece of science work on space and the planets, and Cameron, clearly it is something you absolutely love, so very well done. And then in Year 4, commendation to Taryn E for history, and to Ishan R in Year 4 also for history. That's fantastic, Ishan, just new to the school, started this week. Mr. Price was very impressed, Taryn and Ishan, with the knowledge you displayed in history, which from memory I think in Year 4 is probably about the Tudors, I would guess, starting with the Battle of Bosworth, I would guess, which from memory I think was 1485. Perhaps someone should check that. So very well done to you all. Absolutely fantastic to get some commendations underway. And to boys who are new to the school, when you do a really, really fabulous piece of work, which I'm sure you all will do, your teacher will ask you to bring it along to show me. You get a commendation, you get 5 good work points, and then occasionally, if I'm really, really impressed, then I also write to your parents and tell them how wonderful you are. Thank you for listening.